Stuck choosing between Windows and Linux for your cybersecurity journey? What if I told you that you don't actually have to choose? What if you could have the best of both worlds? Stay tuned, because today I'm solving the great OS debate once and for all. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm documenting my journey from cybersecurity zero to hero. And right at the start, I hit a massive roadblock. Deciding on an operating system, my brain was torn. On one hand, there's Linux, the powerhouse for security tools and the ultimate learning environment. It's what the pros use. But on the other hand, there's Windows. It's familiar, and let's be honest. It's king for content creation, which is a huge part of what I do here. I almost committed to Linux, thinking the steep learning curve would be worth it. But then I realized, setting up OBS, audio software, and editing tools on Linux while also trying to learn cybersecurity? That's a recipe for burnout. It's not impossible, but it's a huge time sink, so I was stuck. Windows for ease? Or Linux for learning? And then it hit me, why not both? Why not use Windows for what it does best, my content creation and day-to-day tasks, and use Linux for what it does best, my dedicated cybersecurity lab? This way, I become proficient in both environments, which is a huge advantage. This is where the magic of dual booting comes in. Let me explain it simply. In dual booting, imagine your computer's storage is one big, empty box. Normally, installing one OS, like Windows, would fill the entire box. But with dual booting, we put a smart divider in that box. Now, we have two separate sections. In one section, we install Windows. And in the other, we install a Linux distro. So, by using this method, we can install both OS inside the same box, but on separate sides of the divider. The concept of dual booting is fairly straightforward, and as you might have already guessed, I decided to set up Windows 11 and Ubuntu 25 on the same system. To begin, I converted a standard USB drive into a multi-boot USB. If you'd like to see how that was done, be sure to check out my ventoy tutorial, which is linked in the description. After that, I downloaded the Windows 11 and Ubuntu 25 ISO files and copied them onto the multi-boot USB. Once the USB was ready, I plugged it into my laptop, entered the BIOS, and selected the ventoy USB as the boot device. I installed Windows 11 first, following the on-screen instructions and mostly sticking with the default settings. After completing the Windows installation, I shrunk the main disk partition to create unallocated space. This step is crucial, as it separates disk space for installing Ubuntu alongside Windows. With that done, I rebooted into the ventoy USB once again, selected Ubuntu 25, and proceeded with the default installation. During the setup, I made sure to enable disk encryption for added security, and then completed the installation. At this point, the dual boot setup was complete. I can now run both Windows and Linux on the same laptop, and every time I power on the system, I simply choose whether I want to boot into Windows 11 or Ubuntu from the boot menu. That's the end of the video. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button, and if you want me to complete this Cybersecurity Zero to Hero series, where I document my journey from learning to landing a job, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss anything. I'll see you in the next video.